nominations, and it was nominated for an Album of the Year. It didn't win. Well, let's hear it for Fritz's Polka Band. Didn't win. Yeah. And you're gonna. This first hour is gonna. It's a little segment called 12 Songs That Got Me Here, There, and Everywhere. But and and Chris, since you're in the middle of the room, you can. Hi, Missy, Cody. You can let me know if I'm too loud or too soft, right? Oh yeah, and before I start, please give a warm round of applause for my mom. Woohoo! 87 and a half. Do not ask for her autograph until after the show, okay? So anyway, this is a little bit of a storyteller show this first hour. So I'm going to start with, I was born in 1965, black and white TVs, right? No remotes, and if they did, they had a long cable. And they went ka-chunk, 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 whenever you had a thing. And thanks, Mom, for giving me 3 brothers, 10, 9, and 7 years older, so that I could play with their vinyl records and ruin them. Because they were old enough, the Ed Sullivan Show, and so they'd Meet the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper, and I just had my little Fisher-Price thing, I think it was. I played the records, and the needle actually could cut glass. So, but this bass right here, my Hofner here, this I bought this at the last Guitar Expo at the Hotel Syracuse in 1996. My then wife was 7 months pregnant with twins, and I bought that, and but it was the best thing that ever happened because it got me into the Beatles tribute world. And when I bought it, I was at the Guitar Expo downtown. I didn't have any money for a down payment, but I had a Fender Twin amplifier, pre-CBS to those musicians who know, and when I saw that, I went out in my car and I got the amplifier and I asked around who buys Fender amps, and they all kept pointing down in the corner to this father and son team from Utica who specialized in Fender, and it was Vince and Joe Bonamassa. Woo! So Joe Bonamassa bought my amp for $400, and that was enough for the down payment for this. And wouldn't you know that when Fritz's Polka Band won the Sammy this past year, Joe Bonamassa played on it. So it's a small, incestuous world we live in. But also, I did not know exactly how old this was, because it was really pre-internet days. So again, I asked around, yada yada. I finally found a guy in Buffalo who said, well, you unscrew the volume knobs, you flip it over, there's a number. And the number that I saw, gingerly, was 165. And what that meant was it was made the 16th week of 1965. I was born in the 16th week of 65. So it was density. And what song was number 1? I think I'm gonna be sad. Think it's the day, yeah. The girl that's driving me mad is going away, yeah. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. She's got a ticket to ride. And she don't care. My baby don't care. My baby don't care. My baby don't care. Happy birthday to me. I got a new George guitar. Bucket list checked off again.
Love you.
Now, when I was 10 years old, actually, you know what was number 1 the week before Ticket to Ride? Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. Sorry, Sean. I'm not sleepy and there ain't no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come find you. That's a 12-string song. Thanks. Got the Birds, of course. How's it sound out there, Chris? Vocals are okay, guitar's okay. Okay, good. I don't want to be too loud, but not too soft either.
Here comes Dave and Sheila.
And in this storyteller thing, I'm not going to be playing full-size songs. I'm trying to keep things moving along.
Yeah, what? So I was getting out of my car, and then who's walking by the car is Porter. I'm like, just keep walking.
I brought props, too.
I'm one.
I had older brothers, and I got to steal their records a lot. So this is one of my best friends, Joey Mallon, Badfinger. Woohoo! Thank God we did that show in 2004 with the Fab Five. We backed him up, and we got along famously. And I have been working with Joey. Boy, that makes 18 years I've been working with the last member of Badfinger. And you know, I always thought that this is the best pop song of all time. No matter what you are, I will always be with you. Doesn't matter what you do, girl. Ooh, girl, with you. No matter what you do, I will always be around. Won't you tell me what you found, girl? Ooh, girl, want you. Knock down the old gray wall. Be a part of it all. Nothing to say, nothing to see, nothing to do. If you would give me all, 'cause I would give it to you. Nothing would be, nothing would be, nothing would be. No matter where you go, there will always be a place. Can't you see it in my face, girl? Ooh, girl, want you. Ooh, girl, you, girl, want you. Ooh, girl, you, girl, want you. Best pop song of all time, in my opinion.
Good.
All right, so when I was 10 years old, Mom, do you remember when Dad just brought home a Thomas organ? They were all the rage. And they, I mean, I walked home from school and this organ's in our living room. And it you know, had the upper keyboard, lower keyboard, and bass pedals. And everything was color-coded so that, you know, like C, E, and G, C, E, and G were the C chord, and then G, B, and D were the G chord. And I learned by colors how to, I didn't know how to read music back then, but I learned chords by colors, and then I figured out, well, if my fingers go up one each, oh, that's a D flat. You know, and then when you're 10, 11, you remember stuff like that. And next thing you know, I'm 12 years old, I'm the church organist. I don't know how that happened, but, you know, I played, when the organist was on vacation, I took over for him at 12. So, you behave. That's the one biggest, I'm scared that these ladies over here are going to corrupt my mother. Anyway, so I get to learn.
Who are you calling a lady?
I unplugged the piano. Hold on.
he just got here. He just hasn't even. Why? No kidding.
Sheila wants some pretzels.
We're gonna have her dancing on the table in a minute. Trouble.
So I'm back to when I'm 10 years old.
Trouble in the corner.
You get your library card. So I went to the library, and I didn't go for the books. I didn't say that. I went to the album section, not the books, right? So then I already had, between me and my brothers, we had pretty much every Beatles record, but then I got to L or whatever. No, if it's the library, it's L. John Lennon's Imagine. I did not steal it from the library. I bought this. But I took it home, listened to it, and there's one song that really I loved so much. And I eventually learned it. But the thing is, on the inside, they had pictures of all the musicians that took place. And one of them was called Joey Badfinger. And the picture, I said, oh, that guy looks like he'd be fun to hang out with. And it still freaks me out that I learned this one song years ago and ended up being, and Joey played on this song. So it's like he's my 1 degree to John Lennon. I love Joey. So this is the song. Did this at
If you want one, we got one in the bag.
I can clap with one hand. With one
we did this at Beetlejuice in 2019. See if I can remember it. I was dreaming of the past, and my heart was beating fast. I began to lose control. I began to lose control.
You want wine?
I didn't mean to hurt you.
What part was that?
I'm sorry that I made you cry. Oh, now didn't want to hurt you. I'm just a jealous guy. I was feeling insecure. You might not love me anymore. I was shivering inside. I was shivering inside. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Chicken Caesar salad, chicken
I'm sorry that I made you cry. Oh, I didn't want to hurt you.
Utica and Fratellas.
Just a jealous guy.
They just Monday nights they're like once a month.
I was trying to catch your
Are
eye.
you kidding me? This is great.
Thought that
After
you
next week,
was trying to
4 or
hide.
5 nights a week. And they bury a rip.
I was swallowing my pain.
I hate it. It is what it is.
I was swallowing my pain. I didn't mean to hurt you.
What's up? I can hardly
I'm sorry that
release party.
I made you cry. Oh, I
Oh, Davie.
didn't want to hurt you.
Okay, very good. The response?
I'm just a jealous guy. Watch it. I'm just a jealous guy. One time. I'm just a jealous guy. Sorry for the botches. I was a little over too far. Anyway.
No botches allowed.
Okay, you think they know? So
Press.
it's funny that, on an organ with a little boom chicky boom machine in it. So I'm playing Lady from Ipanema 10 years old. I'm cool. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But along the way, the last 5 years have been an amazing 5 years for me in personal growth, and I had a session with a light energy healer. Yeah, I'm a weird guy. And he's from China, 5'2". He's standing on my back, doing his thing. I'm on the table with on my stomach, and he's digging in. He goes, "Oh, guides tell me your spirit key, E flat." And he said it like that, E flat. I'm not being racial. He said E flat. I go, "What's E flat?" He goes, "That is your key." And I find that interesting because the first two songs I learned on piano, organ is not a piano, but on the piano I learned Long and Winding Road first. And that was the long and winding road that leads. That's E flat. But the other song, my brothers would come home from college from Ohio and South Carolina and bring records home to our little town of Sydney. No, not Australia. And we were in between Binghamton and Oneonta. We barely got the radio station. So I when my brothers brought home records, my brother Jeff brought home Elton John's first album. So I started learning this one in E flat. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm one of those who can easily hide. Don't have much money, but what if I did? I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no. Who makes potions at night? Travel and show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this bud's for you. You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down the words. How wonderful life is while you're in the world. Last night was the eclipse, and I went up on the roof and watched it. It was really cool. Set off the roof, kicked off the moss for a few of the birds singing, yes, but they got me quite across. But the sun was getting quite high while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting these things I do. See, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, those are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. Tell everybody this is a song. Maybe quite simple, now that it's done. Hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I took down the words. How wonderful life is, you're in the world. September. It's loosening up now.
I know. Nice little piece. Let me take this picture.
Moving along. So, I take back the Imagine album to my library, and then I get another album, The Animals' first album. Of course, the big hit. In fact, the Animals were the first act to have a #1 after the Beatles came to America.
I love the Animals' first album.
So, Mom, what year did Bob and Sue get married? 79? Whoa, 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 whoa.
1979. Yes.
See, I can remember something. Okay, so the night before my brother and sister-in-law Sue get married out in Ohio, Defiance, Ohio, we're staying at the Holiday Inn, and the bachelor party was the night before, if you want to call it. It was a hangout. Bob was in the fraternity. I was 14, and excuse me, I got to watch some of the bachelor party. It was in the lounge of the hotel, so it was just basically guys being nuts. So the house band, so one of Bob's ushers jumps up on the stage and asks the band to sing. And he sang, drunkenly, but the crowd went nuts. And at 14 years old, I said, wow, he really didn't sing it all that great, but they still went nuts anyway. So that was about the year I started borrowing my brother Greg's guitar when he went to college. Don't tell me. But I made sure I learned this song, and this is kind of, Dave's here, right? This is, Dave Porter wants me to always play this in A flat, but I'm not. But I had the pleasure to sing this song 3 times with Hilton Valentine, the guitarist of the Animals. A house in New Orleans, they cold rising sun. The ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. Now, excuse me, I have to belt this. Satisfied is when he's on drugs. It's the 45 version. Well, there is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun. to God, I know I'm one. Thank you. I had the worst luck with sinus infections. One came to me about a week ago. Oh yeah, if you didn't, a lot of my Facebook friends are here, but I fractured a rib 2 weeks ago. And so having a sinus infection when you cough and sneeze is not a good thing. But I recorded half of my album's vocals with a sinus infection, believe it or not. So it's like, it must be, again, density. So I have another brother named Greg. And he went to University of South Carolina. He graduated in '76. And he came home on at Christmas. What else? A bunch of vinyl albums. Of course, back then we just said albums. We didn't say vinyl. They weren't cassette albums. And he brought back one. Come on. He brought one home from George Thorogood and Delaware Destroyers. And I put the, of course I took his album, went into my room, played it on my record player. And the first song that came on was something I'd never heard before as a 14-year-old.
Thought I stomped on your
Stayed
foot
with me.
I was
And then when I started to learn guitar for reals at 15 and 16, I asked around and finally found somebody who knew how George Thorogood got his guitar to sound that way. And it's called open tuning. And you used the slide part was easy, but I didn't know how to tune the guitar other than the regular tuning. Started having fun with it. And I ended up playing in a college band. And I was fooling around. I was a bass player in the college band. So the guitar player said, "Hey, why don't you do the George Thorogood song and I'll play bass?" Okay. So I really haven't played slide guitar until lately because there's a slide guitar song on my album. So here's the one that got me interested in it. I came in last night about 1:30 and that baby mine wouldn't let me in. Move it on over, rock it on over. Oh, and all the big old dogs were changed the lock on my back door. Now my key won't fit no more. Move it on over, rock it on over. Oh, and all the big old dogs were winning. She told me not to mess around, but I done let the deal go down. Move it on over, rock it on over. Move on and all the big old dogs were winning. As free as you please. Really soon I've been scratching free. Move it on over, slide it on over. a hot dog, the good dog's moving in. Short version. Ben Blue just do that. Better than me, probably. Oh, I have some guest stars tonight. People that were on my album, Albania. I'm gonna do a song with Sean Halloran. So Sean, stop talking to Tim. Come on up. Or you got time? I gotta tell the story. Let's do this one. I'm gonna unmute you.
So, Paul,
Go ahead.
Check it.
can I go live now? I'm not live yet.
Oh, you can go live this entire. I'm sorry, you can go live to the whole storyteller thing. Okay, communication is key in the music business, and when I say the business, I mean the industry. Go ahead and talk.
Check it here. 1, 2, 3.
Do what I'm doing. I'm only comfortable if I'm close.
Hey, Tofi.
Ewa.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so cute. Ooh. I gotta get Mom over there in the corner.
Gotta get her back.
Mom in the corner.
We're gonna get her up on the
What's
table
up?
pretty
Black
soon.
Thunder.
Huh?
We're gonna do a dance at a table pretty soon.
I think it's fair to say you're all going to be blown away at my contribution to this song.
I hit mute. I don't get it. I'm sorry. Nothing but professional behavior here.
You seen the
Yeah, no.
the restroom inside there? Can you see?
Yeah, there's. Oh, well, I can't see whether they're open or not.
There's a
There's
restroom.
3 of them.
Now.
No, just before the base. Here. We're all here for your side. I know. Hard to believe.
Okay, this is that.
Come on down to Myers Creek.
All right, story time. Sorry, amateur hour. So, I was really bummed when David Bowie canceled or postponed his concert at the Dome in 1983, summer of '83. Who was alive in '83? I guess you barely. I didn't ask you what you were doing at the concert. But I wanted to see Stevie Ray Vaughan play with David Bowie. But they postponed the show from July to first week of September, up at the Dome. And wouldn't you know that he was replaced? He left the tour, and he was replaced by a guy named Earl Slick. And who knew that we'd be doing a show with Earl Slick, not only at the Palace, but at the old Ridge. Remember the Ridge back in the day? Oh, we have the second best bartender from the Ridge right here. Well, you were second in the voting, but we all know you're number one. That's Lori, yeah. And I tell you, when I was a kid, I would hear this song on the FM radio, not AM. And I just really loved the spaceman thing. You know, when you're a kid, your mind goes wild. How did I know that they were all on drugs? But but anyway, so yeah, my very first concert was David Bowie with Earl Slick, and who knew that I'd be doing 2 shows with Earl Slick, and he's on my album that you'll hear a little bit later. So Sean Halloran is also on my album, and he's helping me with the alternative vocals. And I was so psyched that Bowie did this song like next to last. First it was the Dome, the sound was awful. ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Protein pills and put your helmet on. 10, ground control to Major Tom. 7, 6, commencing countdown, engines on. 3, 2, check ignition, and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way. And the stars look very different today. For here am I sitting in my tin can. Let it turn this blue, and there's nothing I can do. Everybody. I guess you don't know the song. Though I'm past 100,000 miles, I'm feeling very still. And I think my spaceship knows which way to go. Tell my wife I love her very much, she knows. Ground control to me to time your circuit's dead. There's something wrong. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me? And I'm floating on my tin can. Far above the world. Let earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. One more time. What a great song. Now I'm going to try and unplug. Yeah. All right, so if you came in late, next time leave home earlier, okay? Sorry, it's a bad dad joke. No, in case you weren't here at 6 when I introduced myself, hi. I'm Paul Davie. I'm your entertainment tonight. And tonight is also my album presentation party for those of you who came in not knowing there was music. Hope you enjoy yourselves. This first hour is a storyteller kind of thing for the first hour. And
Good job, Sean.
All right. I walked right past you.
songs that got me here.
Understood. I was looking at it as well.
I didn't really start till 6:15, so don't worry, we're going to go a little over. Anyway, so the most important thing, hello John. The most important thing that ever happened to me in terms of really wanting to be a musician was watching the Woodstock movie. It was an incredible experience. And I'm going to play 3 songs from Woodstock that affected me because of the movie. I just said I gotta be a musician. because I love to play pinball as a kid. Remember pinball? Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. So down the bright tree, I must have played them all. But I ain't seen nothing like him in any years in hall. And I'm blind, so plays with me pinball. Ain't no instructions, ain't hear no motion girl. See the lights motion, when he comes to smell. Always gets a replay, never tilts at all. And if I'm blind, so plays with me pinball. He's a pinball wizard, has to be a twist. Pinball wizard's got such a submarine. This is your part. How do you think he does it? What makes him so good? He ain't got no distraction. Standing at the bumpers, always playing clean. Plays my intuition, digit count is 4. Death unlucky, no plays with me pinball. I thought I was the battle table king. I just handed my pinball crown to him. But I'm a big devil, he can be my best. He's a silent man, and he spells the rest. Never seen him fall. Death of my feet. Sure plays with me pinball. Oxygen. Sweaty Daddy. Another amazing part of the Woodstock movie to me was watching the producers throw John Sebastian on stage in his tie-dye pajamas, whatever he was wearing. He was tripping on acid, and there's kids here. I'm sorry, I'm going to be a little adult here. It was the 60s. He was tripping on acid, and they put a guitar in his hands because the next act, which I believe was Country Joe and the Fish, they hadn't gotten there because of the traffic. So they put Sebastian on stage, and in the movie, he played the last Lovin' Spoonful single to chart before the band broke up. And I got to sing it and play this song at Richstock the last time it was there. It was all by myself, and it's like I'm kind of reliving the moment. It's a sweet little song. Joe Cocker has a version of it too. Come and talk about the things we did today. And laugh about our funny little ways while we have a few minutes to breathe. And I know that it's time must leave, but don't be gone soon. I couldn't bear to wait an extra minute. If you dawdle, my darling will be gone soon. To you tunnel for the great relief of having you to talk to. And now 2/4 of my life have almost passed, and I think I've come to see myself at last. At the times that I confused was the time that I spent without you, and I feel myself in blue.
I know the guy that like
My time will be
guy
home
with
soon.
his hands on backwards.
I couldn't bear the wait an extra minute. If you don't, my darling, be home soon. It's not just these few hours, but I've been waiting since I told for the great relief of having you to talk to.
He runs with his
Go and beat your crazy head against the sky. Try and see beyond the houses in your blue eyes. It's okay to shoot the moon. We'll be home soon. Couldn't bear to wait an extra minute. If you don't, my darling, be home soon. It's not just these hours, but I've been waiting since I told for the great relief of having you to talk to. Far out, smoothie. He's from both. All right, now I have a couple of, like I said, a couple special guests, and they're going to come up now.
And a driver. He's a business guy, and
I'm still in Woodstock, by the way.
I was there when it was closed. They do a Sunday brunch and then they close it down. Again, 2 o'clock.
Here goes the neighborhood.
Oh boy, we got power now.
All right, these two jamokes were on my album, and Tim Burns on my right, and on my other right is Sean Holloway. Because I'm still in Woodstock. I'm in Woodstock, Tim's in Casanova. Oh!
Backwards. Timmy.
Straight on. Need a picture straight on. Straight on.
Timmy, you're backwards. You're crooked.
So, another great part of the Woodstock movie was the second performance of all time of Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, and it still just blows my mind that they were able to pull that off. Of course, Neil Young didn't want to be in the movie, so he wasn't in the movie.
She's so pretty.
1, 2, 1, 2, hey, hey. Check 1, 2.
Okay. Twist my arm.
Why you have to
That's right.
So, yeah, this is a journey in
old lady, yes.
12 songs that got me here, there, and everywhere.
Flip it around the other way. You're impeding my camera.
So I got another chair and I'm going to bring you over.
Okay.
I'm going to go get a chair.
I'll go back and sit there.
Okay, so, in my travels, I was a bass player for the most of my musician life until the Fab Five ran out of gas in 2010. And I started digging into the guitar, and I learned other tunings. This is Dad, D. Dad, no, it's Dad, Dad. It's Dad, Dad. Like Da, only with 2 Ds. So let's see, we haven't rehearsed this, so let's see how we go.
And this is where my level where I was used to. Hey, Paul.
First, you gotta take a bite different.
What? Half the moon to mama. My mom loves half and half cookies.
It's getting to the point where I'm not fun anymore. I'm sorry. Sometimes it hurts so badly I must cry out loud. I am lonely. I am yours. You are mine. You are what you are. You make it hard.
What's the line?
Remember what we said and done and felt about each other. We have mercy. Don't let the past remind us of what we are not now. I am not dreaming. I am yours. You are mine. You are what you are. You make it hard. Oh, 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 oh. Tearing yourself away from me now. You are free. I am crying. This does not mean I don't love you. I do. That's the word. Listen for always. I am yours. You are mine. You are what you are. You make it hard. Something inside is telling me that I've got your secret. I'm still listening. Fear is the lock and laughter the key to your heart. And I love you. I am yours. You are mine. You are what you are. You make it hard. You make it hard. You make it hard. You make it hard. Bright evening, Sunday in the afternoon. What have you got to lose? Tuesday morning, please be gone. I'm tired of you. What have you got to lose? Can you tell it like it is? Listen to me, baby. It's my heart. That's what I have to do. I've got an answer. I'm going to fly away. Chestnut brown, green avenue, moving through the sky. Sing the song, don't be long, fill me to the middle. Voices of the angel ring around the moonlight. Asking, she said she's so free. How can you catch the sparrow?
Like in between the three lanes.
Listen, listen, baby, losing love the mountain. Change my life, make me right, be my lady.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Buy my CD. It's only Cinco de Nero. All the proceeds go to for the music of the nation. Gracias. Those tequila words, uh-oh.
My dad is so big. Imagine me. He's so big. Oh my God.
He's so big.
Big and smart. He's
How big? How big?
well, he's 5 months. He's doubled his weight. He's about 55 pounds though now.
You gotta bring him. You gotta bring him home.
Oh my God, he's such a freaking dog.
My two guys would love to play with him.
Really?
Oh, they
my
love
God.
him. They love him.
He is so smart.
They
He's
love
just
to play.
That would be funny.
he's such a little doof too. He's like, oh my God.
They would
Ooh,
probably
oxygen
tag
tank after
team.
that one.
Huh?
Said they would probably tag team.
We'll tag team them in a nice way.
And a nice one.
I mean, they're sweeties. Both.
Too much crap up here.
We brought my mom over for Father's Day, and she brought her little cute little cookie. She's a Shih Tzu, right? She's just this big. I'm not kidding. Bruno was afraid of her. She would walk towards him, and he'd like back, he'd like he was like.
He's like, what the hell is that?
hysterical. After a while, it was fine. But oh my God, he would not. He didn't go near because I thought I was going to be too rough with her, but he wouldn't because he was afraid of her.
He's
Because
like,
he's used to the two other dogs. You know, siblings, they're big. They're as big as him. He's as big as my other dog.
you're looking at him, what the hell is that?
Seriously, it was like, and I'm thinking, please don't think that that's a skunk or see a skunk and think that that's. But still, he backed away. That's something.
I'm a huge Beach Boys fan, and when I play the album in a little bit, you're going to hear the influences of Brian Wilson. So here's a... Hey, Michael! There's a world where I can go and tell my secrets too in my room, in my room, in my room. I want to give a shout out to a whole bunch of people here. Mainly, first, the people that were on my album, including Sean and Tim. Chris Ames is back there. Ben Bluetooth is here. And yes,
I want to
Marie
say,
likes it.
were you on it? No, I back at the shop. Me and Bruce, the tall professor from SU, ran the shop while you guys all went. You know, he kept sending pictures.
Show me how you truly feel about me.
Yeah.
Touch me slowly. Touch me softly. I wanna feel your love flowing throughout me. Take your time, it's not a race. Feel the passion, wanna see your shining face, and your reaction for my kiss on your lips. So much tenderness, and your eyes open wide, so my soul can come alive.
Yep. Wendy did that. My wife did that same thing where Billy, me, and Wendy were doing a night dive in Monet. And where Billy and I are playing with this little octopus under a brainstorm, we're like wiggling our finger and he's grab hold, we pull him out, pictures. And all of a sudden I see this light flash by. And I look at Wendy and I said, so I take her to the surface and I get her bottom down. And I said, okay, see Billy down there? I said, head down to him. I'll be right behind you. I'm watching her go down. I go to let the air out of my PC. I raise my arm. And pull it right over on me.
So much tenderness.
I raised to the bottom. And I pointed short.
So my soul
Short by the way. Billy said I was throwing awake. I was going so fast. And I go up on the dock and I'm ripping my gear out. And I'm under a street light on the dock. And Billy and Wendy come up.
This is Tim Burns and Sean Howard singing along
And
with
then he
me.
sees it looks like I've been hit by a whip. Just red welts all up and down me. That's the night I found out that handful of Benadryls and rum punch are wonderful.
Take your time,
Oh, it's good to
not
see
a
you.
race. Feel the passion, see your shining face,
I heard Yak.
and your reaction to my kiss on your lips. So much tenderness, and your eyes open wide, so my soul can come alive. Kiss me softly, kiss me slowly. Like that? I mentioned before that it was really cool to see David Bowie in concert with Earl Slick on guitar that night, even though I wanted Stevie Ray Vaughan. Very, very happy that I was able to bring Earl Slick in for the Ruby Tuesday show at the Ridge. And with Bernard Fowler of the Rolling Stones. It was like one of the greatest nights of my life. And so was the cookie I took. But anyway, the day after the Ridge show, Earl went to this Mole-Track studio with Bernard, and they cut a version of Give Me Some Truth from John Lennon. It was a fundraising song for Orin Lions. But before he came to town, Earl sent me 2 acoustic guitar parts, MP3, saying, hey, when we're done with Give Me Some Truth, let's do this. And we never got around to it because Give Me Some Truth took so long. So Earl let me use it for my album. Thank you, Earl. He's in England right now. He has Lyme disease, and he's staying put in England. So send some thoughts and prayers his way. You know, and so you know, it's nice to have a rock star on my album. And this also features me on drums, the first instrument I learned when I was 12 years old. And also Chris Ames, thank you for being here, my friend. On harmonies, he sings harmony on the lyrics, and he sings the oohs and ahs along with me. So here we go. Come on. This is Earl. And I get some strings to it. She would never say where she came from. Yesterday don't matter if it's gone. Why the sun is bright or in the darkest night, no one knows. She comes and goes. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Who could hang a name on you when you change with every new day? Still, I'm gonna miss you. Don't question why she leaves. I'm so free. She'll tell you it's the only way to be. She just can't be changed to a life where nothing's gained, nothing's lost. At such a cost. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Who could hang a name on you when you change every new day? Still, I'm gonna miss you. There's no time to lose. I heard her say, catch your dreams before they slip away. Dying all the time. Lose your dreams and you could lose your mind. In life unkind. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Who could have a name on you when you change every new day? Still, I'm gonna miss you. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday. Mom, stop crying. When you change with every new day, still I'm gonna miss you. Jeff Stockham on French horn. He wrote this himself. renew that still I'm gonna miss you. Thank you, Chris Ames. Thank you, Jeff Stockman. We lost Taylor Harkins and we lost my bass player, Jeff Martin. Hoist a pint for Jeff. I was in the studio, needed one more original song to call it half and half, and he left us. So the gig before the last gig we had as a trio with Kevin Dean Martin and Davie. Hey, Davie. Was at the Gilded Club downtown. And I don't know if you know Kennedy, the bartender. She's great. And we were playing. We were on a break, and I'm at the bar, and she's having an argument with Rich, the manager. She made this comment. It's kind of like a Ringo thing to me, like Hard Day's Night or Tomorrow Never Knows. She said, "Rich, make up your mind. I don't want this drink to die." And I'm like, I don't want this drink to die. I've never heard that. So now, before COVID, thank you, Missy, for setting me up with 3-quart bourbon for that 1-month sponsorship before COVID. But Pat Benatar's husband, Neil Giraldo, does 3-quart bourbon. And he had this thing where he said, it's not about the bourbon, it's about the conversation. And I remembered that. It's about the conversation you're having while you're having the bourbon. So I put that thought together with, I don't want this drink to die, and Jeff and Lisa met at Hooligans. Remember Hooligans? She was a bartender, he was in the band. And and so I just made up this story, kind of like Jeff meeting Lisa, and Lisa was so kind to let me use Jeff's bass for the recording. So I decided to make it like a Rolling Stones kind of feel, and I incorporated our friend over here in the long hair, bushy hair, Ben Blugis for guitar. Thank you, Ben. I'm just jealous I don't have any hair. And of course, we had to have Kevin Dean play drums. Had to. Yeah. I played this, my Frankensquire. This is like a $50 guitar, but I made it a 5-string Keith Richards guitar, open tune, and I played the rhythm. And then the next session, we wrote the song right then and there in the studio. It was magic. Brought Lisa back, and I recorded the bass last. So this is Jeff's and Lisa's song.
Woo! Come on, Polly.
I remember the words.
Yeah, you do.
Come on and talk to me, girl. In those sweet high heels, even though she's wearing Chuck Taylors. Sit next to me, I wanna know how it feels to talk with you. I had my eyes on you. So, what are you having? Oh, a nice red wine. I used to call it martini. I'll have a Gibson martini, and I'll be just fine, 'cause I'm with you. I have my eyes on you. Don't worry, Lisa, I'm not hitting on you. I hate to go, but I gotta keep playing with the boys in the band. I want to keep the conversation open. I'll come back at the end, after the break. I'll come back at the end, and Blue just... Woo! Chuck Berry, man! come back at the end. Don't want this drink to die, my friend. Don't want this drink to die, my friend. No, no, no.
Gotta put your arm all the way around her, not just halfway.
All right, one more reminder that half of my...
Sean.
Sean, thank you so much for coming. Sean Howard.
Absolutely.
You got everything, Sean? The stand and everything? The clip? Okay.
Oh, no.
Last reminder, since I'm coming down to the home stretch here, tonight, the month of May is National Mental Health Awareness Month.
Take care. See
And
you guys.
in conjunction with
Take
that,
care. Yeah, I'll get up. Say hi.
many of our local homeless have that affliction. So, back in 2019, Beetlejuice donated $1,000 for music for the mission from the tickets that night. Yay, the people paid for it. And that was before Joanna signed on. This is Joanna Jewett, CNY Songbirds, mixtape. Dangerous Type. Oh my gosh, that's right, voice of an angel. Angel Cabrera. That's a joke. Hey-oh. But if you buy my CD tonight, $10, half of it goes back to the Music for the Mission, or you can just drop $1 in there if you want, or $5, suggested donation. So thank you for coming out. Woo! I will probably cry this time. Yeah, I've had my own little bouts with mental illness. Won't get into it. It can be tough, but you were all my support group.
I have a 14-hour day tomorrow, and
I recorded this song
I set myself a deadline for 8 o'clock.
to help others.
Okay, I love you.
Yeah. She's in working.
Mine was most embarrassing.
I've heard that song like many times.
Oh,
Many people say it.
why you look so sad? The tears are in your eyes. Come on and talk to me now.
Usually we do a day as long as we do it.
Be ashamed to cry
And it's just not.
if you really do.
Where's my girlfriend?
'Cause I've seen a dark side too. When the hate falls on you and you don't know what to do, nothing you can face can make me love you less. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. So if you're mad, get mad. Don't hold it all inside. Come on and talk to me now. Hey, what you got to hide? Let me see you through. Well, I'm a lot like you. And when you're standing at the crossroads and don't know which path to choose, let me come along. 'Cause even if you're wrong, I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. Take me into the darkest hour. Never desert you. I'll stand by you. Anthony Saturno on guitar.
Oh yeah, Anthony! Woo! Yeah, Anthony!
And when the night falls on you, baby, you're feeling all alone. You won't be on your own. I'll stand by you. Stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. Come on, take me in your darkest hour. I'll never desert you. I'll stand by you. It's the only fade out on the album. So please give. I forgot to tune this. Give me a second.
Oh God, here we go.
Tune it up.
Have a tequila.
Get your shit together.
You have to get pretzel, Sheila.
Won't take long. Just 3 strings.
What'd you say?
Y'all having a good time? I am. Because I'm crying with my mom and all that.
We're here for you. We're here for you, Daddy P. We're here for you.
B goes to A. Davie, sharp A.
Does she know I call him Daddy P?
He's going to take a second.
She doesn't know Daddy P
How you doing, Neil?
because he created Fab Femmes, and I'm one of the Fab Femmes, so I gotta call him Daddy P.
Okay.
Or Dirty Gay P.
Is he wearing a suit from time to time?
No, please.
Don't say the word pickle or pretzel.
Yeah, because I don't know what the fuck happened with that. I don't know where that.
We understand that.
That was Charlotte.
We have pictures.
Charlotte. Charlotte was on her game.
Okay, so
There's pictures.
John Tierney's here, a local music reviewer. Thank you for coming out tonight. I appreciate the review you gave of me. Russ Tarby gave me one too, and he really liked this next song. In fact, this song is the biggest surprise on the entire album because going into it, when I told people I'm recording half covers, half originals, I wanted something that would blow people's minds. It's not the Beatles guy. And I think I did it with this song. And now my mom's here, so I gotta be careful. But you remember back in the day, she remembers back in the day, the popular songs growing up. The metaphors for sex back then was
Right, you said it.
making whoopee.
Already said
Making
it.
whoopee. And that was making love. Then it was sleeping with. Or like that song, Raspberries Go All the Way. And it's like, so I started thinking, and then you put the cars, you know, there's songs about cars and girls and, you know, the back seat steaming up, the back seat windows steaming up. So I have a friend.
Yeah, you do.
I have a lot of friends.
Yeah, you do.
But my BFFs, they're all BFFs as far as I'm concerned. I have a friend who, I bought a car a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And she nicknamed it Blue because there were like 3 songs in a row on the radio that had blue in their title. So she kind of said, hey, you should call your car Blue. But it was a silver car, it was a gray car. So then I well, blue doesn't make sense, so I'm going to call it Magnetic Blue. And then I started thinking about magnets and how they have poles and opposites and attract. And I started thinking of basically all the innuendo I could come up with about magnets, girls, and cars. So this is about that. And everyone seems to love it.
I beg to differ.
Shut up, Paul. Play the song. Okay, take it back then. I grab my keys, jump in my car, drive down the road to find out where you are. My pole's attracted to you, magnetic blue. I'm going up north, but you're heading down south. I'm on a laundry to plant a kiss on your mouth. My pole's attracted to you, magnetic blue. So I find you sitting there in your magnetic field. Baby, I'm hurting, but I gotta be healed. My pole's attracted to you, magnetic blue. Why do you repel me when I think you're a catch? Well, I've got an itch and it needs to be scratched. My pole's attracted to you, magnetic blue. There's so much driving, it's been a long, long trip. It's time to collect on your credit, that magnetic strip. My pole's attracted to you, magnetic blue. Yeah, you didn't expect that, did you? The great Lenny Milano on drums. Oh my God. Best drummer all around. Thank you, Lenny. And now,
Do you have enough guitars?
No touching of the face or hair.
God damn. Good and yourself? Good. Yeah, you too. You and Dan now? Last time I saw you.
all right, we're getting down there. We got about 20 minutes left. try to be as quick as possible with this. This is one of the covers, and talking about making whoopee and all that. I'm here to tell you, I wanted to do one song on the album. I wanted to do one song on the album without any studio tricks. No pitch correction, no punching in and out. I just wanted to take one take. I really don't think I can do any better than this song when you get the CD and listen to it, or downstream it. But it was just one mic on my voice, one mic on the guitar. I didn't get it the first time, I didn't get it the second time, but then I got it right. And this is a song about, I want to tell you something. I analyzed this song to death on Google's. Leonard Cohen wrote 60 verses for this song. And Jeff Buckley's version is the most popular one. So it's sweet. But how can I compare to the and he holds it for 32 seconds, I counted. So, well, maybe I can go higher. And then the phrasing, it's like Ed Sheeran, Carrie Underwood, the Three Irish Tenors. They were trying to make it a religious song. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it just once. Mom, you may want to cover your ears. Good, she can't hear me anymore. She's not even looking. The word hallelujah is about orgasms. And Cohen used religious references to make comparisons. Yeah, I do.
Covered her ears, we're good.
She couldn't hear me anyway. Oh, and also, I'm not making it, I'm just me and the guitar, man. Well, I heard there was a secret chord David played to please the Lord. You don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall and the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Strong, but you needed proof. Saw her bathing on the roof. Beauty in the light overthrew ya. So she tied you to the kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. From your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah. Babe, I've been here before. I've seen this room and I've walked this floor. Listen, I used to live alone before I knew ya. Seen your flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march. It's a cold, it's a broken hallelujah. 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 me know what's really going on below. Now you never show it to me, do ya? But remember when I moved in you, the holy dawn was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah. 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 There's a God above. All I ever learned from love is how to shoot at someone who outdrew ya. Broke your throat, shake out your hand. I'm playing the wrong chords, I just don't give a damn now. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Senior moment. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Well, I did my best, and it wasn't much. Couldn't feel, so I learned to touch. Told the truth, I didn't come just to fool ya. But even though it all went wrong, I'll stand right here before the Lord a song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah. 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 Thank you. Here's the thank you. So here's the last. Here's the thing that pissed me off about the whole CD release, is that CD Baby wouldn't allow me to release it as Paul, Davie, and the BFFs. I had 18 people on my album, and so I just called it BFFs. But then they wouldn't let me release it because the text. I didn't have an online presence. So I went through 3 months of hell to get it online. I got it up just in time for the Sammys on December 31st. But when you turn off your mind, relax, and float downstream. When you stream songs or go on to Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, you can play songs on an album, whatever order you want. I meant for my last 5 songs to be merged into one side 2 of Abbey Road or Sweet Judy Blue Eyes or a Buffalo Springfield Broken Arrow kind of thing. So it didn't work out that way. So I mixed it the other day with the help of Steve Shad. Thank God for Steve MacGyver. And now I get to present the album the side 2 the way I want it. So it goes for 15 minutes straight. Then we're done. Actually, whoa, wait a minute. Hey, Missy, come here. The roll up.
Say please. Make him say please, Missy.
Y'all know her, y'all love her. Missy Thomas. I want to tell you something. Of all the BFFs on the album, this is the biggest B. Best. Because, I'll tell you why. I met her about 5 years ago, didn't know who she was, and just, along with, being at the Ridge and Funkin' Waffles and all the things going on around town, I just got to be friends with her, and then learned that she's a photographer. So I go, hey, you want a little extra money? Shoot my promo photos. So she's been my photographer for my picture on the CD cover is the one she took. Okay, so yeah. And we talk a lot, and so and she has some poetry on her Instagram-y thingy. And I went to Florida a year ago. Now we all know she's a sun worshiper, right? Look at her tan. I'm going to tan as well. No, I've been trying. So she loves the sun. She loves the beach and ocean and everything. And I went to Florida. I went to Delray Beach. And this was a full year ago, and I came up with a lick that you're going to hear that opens this first song. It's called I Am One With the Sun. And about 3 or 4 days after I took my phone, I recorded it sitting on the beach in Delray Beach. So I said, okay, this is this is what writing music is all about. So I see her Maze's poetry page, and I see the words, and it matched the rhythm of the lick. And I called her. I said, hey, keep writing, because I want to let's put your words to this lick I have. And so about two days before, no, it was like the day of, I think, we were in the studio at Subcat. I coached her into I coached her into playing bass. And this next song you hear, she's playing the bass. Yay. Okay. Now, I had this deck of affirmations, okay? Linda gave them to me. That's one of the best parts about Linda. She was very spiritual, and she helped me get to where I am right now. And the day I was going to the studio to record with her, my affirmation was, now our song wasn't written, there's something missing. And it says, I'm completely authentic. I don't pretend to be what I am not, I am what I am. And I accept what I am. And I'm going, am I Popeye? But here's the last line. I am just like a flower, just like the ocean, just like the sun. I am just like me. So we were missing 2 lines. She wrote every line in this song. I wrote the other 2. But I just want to give some props to her because she finally came out to be a musician.
Also, for those 5 years, I was pressuring Paul Davie to be himself and play some original music because he's got 300 covers, but I knew he had it in him. So.
And that is what makes her the capital B BFF. She was pushing me like once every month. You writing? You're right. Okay, yeah. So I'm not going to play a lot for this medley, but you'll get it. So thank you, Missy. This is the lick. All I want is to go outside. Let me out, don't want to hide. Dive in deep and feel the flow. Float downstream with nowhere to go. Taking a walk, breathing the air. Don't have to talk or be any Sunlight's dancing across the way. Here and now are the best of my days. I am with the sun, it shines on me. I am one with the sea, it feels just like me. Toes in the sand, breathing deep, kept in the waves, or be anywhere. Open my mind while the sun hits my skin, soaking it up, letting it all in. Great bass playing this one. All I want is to go outside. Let me out, don't want to hide. Beach Boys. I am one with the sun, it shines on me. I am one with the sea, I have found me. Kevin Farrell on the Ebo guitar. And this guitar lick is in the Sweet Judy Blue Eyes thing. Called Shifting Sands. This next one is about me and Linda. Memories on the table have all become unstable, cut just like the cable, but there's no one to blame. The portrait on the wall taking a long, hard fall. Discussions always stall, but there's no one to blame. Two people in the frame, no one just isn't the same. Grown, they've grown. Path that was shown, how could they know? My friend from New Jersey, John Freund. People in the same. Grown, grown, they grow. From the path that was shown, how could they know? They used to be united, soulmates now divided. But there's no rule book provided, so there's no one to blame. No one to blame. No one to blame. No one to blame. I'm now a songwriter. This is a song about third person. Kind of a perfect life. He was a sensitive soul. Wore his heart on his sleeve. The light shined all around him, but his village made him leave. They were too scared and frightened to accept him in his life. They inflicted pain upon him. What gave them the right? She was a gypsy soul with visions full of color. Lived a life that was restless. She was looking for more. She knew what she wanted, but it was just out of reach. Searching for perfect love while painting on the beach. The writer and the painter connected by their souls. Two flames joined together, two halves become whole. On a cold and windy night, they met around the fire. Sparks flew all around them. The stars were shining bright. On a pallet or paper, painting or a poem, the painter and the writer finally found a home. connected by their soul. Two flames joined together, two halves become whole. Percussion by Burley Drummond of Ambrosia, Grammy winner. Guitar by Brandon Smith. And this, Kathy Lamanna on drums, Steve Shadd on strings, and I'm gonna pick. This is my last song. Thank you for coming tonight. Time flowing like a river. Time beckoning me. Who knows when we shall meet again? If ever, but time keeps flowing like a river to the sea. Goodbye, my love. Maybe forever. Goodbye, my love. Tide waits for me. Who knows when we shall meet again? If ever, but time keeps flowing like a river to the sea. To the Goodbye, my friends. Maybe forever. Goodbye, my friends. Stars wait for me. Who knows when we shall meet again? sticking it out, everybody. That's the album. Thank you very much. Finally. Love you all, BFFs, and my mom too.